What up, y'all? It's your boy SSG Coop, and we about to do something a little different. About to do a little video about our thoughts about the recent WWE releases. 6 people were released from their job today at WWE, all in-ring performers. Names included NXT Santana Guerra, Buddy Murphy, Braun Strowman. What a thought about that one. Lana and Alistair Black, amongst a few others. This shit is really just baffling to me right now. Know what I'm saying? I would have never thought any of these people would have got released. I mean, we gonna start from the bottom, from the top on how we feel. They making these cuts because they got all this talent on the payroll. You ain't doing really shit with them. But so why hold them? I understand it, but at the same time, your big names, your Braun Strowman, who was fairly popular on the main roster, wasn't expecting that one. Definitely wasn't expecting that one. Alistair Black just recently got back on television a couple of weeks ago, and he was doing the whole, reading of the book angle shit, and then he gets released out of the blue. So we gonna give y'all a quick little thought on how we feel about the whole scenario with these individuals who have been released from their jobs. We gonna start with Braun Strowman first. Know what I'm saying? Braun Strowman. I wasn't really a big fan of Braun Strowman. I mean, just some big goofball, giant ass mountain man, can't really tell a story in the ring. He's good for gimmick matches and bullshit like that, but who gives a fuck about Braun Strowman? He was a loser. The time y'all was supposed to book this man correctly during that year, was it 2017, 18, whatever that first solo year was, and he actually looked believable in beating Brock Lesnar for the Universal title. I think that was that year he was feuding with Roman. I don't fucking remember. He was kind of cool when he was feuding with Roman. And then after that, I just visibly stopped giving a fuck about this dude. You know what I'm saying? Look at him. The monster among bitches. To be honest, I don't give a flying fuck where Braun Strowman goes. But it doesn't make sense the fact you had this man in a championship match at the last pay-per-view, vying for the WWE Championship, to now he's cut. I don't understand it. Where does he go? I don't know if he still continues to wrestle. I hope not. And if he does decide it, he actually learns how to fucking wrestle, which we all don't know is gonna happen. I don't know who is a Braun Strowman fan that say he had good matches that didn't have a gimmick. I'm not one of them. So next we got Buddy Murphy. Buddy Murphy, aka the best kept secret. Now, I wasn't high on Buddy Murphy when he was teaming with what was his name, Blake and motherfucking NXT, and Alexa Bliss was they manager. I didn't give a fuck about him then. The fact that he asked to go to the cruiserweight division, it got more than his feet wet. He actually improved his in-ring work tenfold, and I actually grew to respect Buddy Murphy for what he did with that Cruiserweight Championship and for going on and having great matches with almost everybody he's in the fucking ring with, ranging from a Velveteen Dream to a Roman Reigns. Roman Reigns even said to Vince McMahon, hey, this cat Buddy Murphy's the real deal. He even got a win over Daniel Bryan, one of the best wrestlers on the fucking planet. I mean, Buddy Murphy was great at what he did in the ring, in those few matches he had with Alistair Black. I'm going to get to him in a minute. So Buddy Murphy is a talented enough guy where he can go and get some work. Where does he go is the question. I'm not one of those motherfuckers that say everybody who's cut from the WWE needs to go to motherfucking AEW. I'm not one of them. Buddy Murphy in AEW? No, I wouldn't mind it. Does it need to happen? No. I personally think Buddy Murphy here, he goes to Impact with Matt Cardona and Brian Myers. I think he'll be okay over there. You know, kind of build up more of a name for himself outside of the WWE. And who knows where that could take him. That possibly could take him to a New Japan or a Ring of Honor. Like he's gonna get work. I think he's one of the names that actually will be okay. I think he'll be fine. This one I really don't give a fuck about. Lana. Lana was just wrestling on Monday Night Raw in a tag team match with Naomi against Mandy Rose and Dana Brooke. 3 days later, she's fired. Now, the thing is, what I feel kind of bad about her is how she was visibly lied to. She signed a 5-year deal to stay with this fucking company. After her husband was fired, her husband goes over to AEW, gets booked like shit over there, has to play the big man role to fucking Kip Sabian. Fuck a Kip Sabian. This man's a fucking beast in the ring. Why isn't he in high title contention winning solo matches? They finally decided to do that. They made him the TNT champion. He just wrestled Archer at Double or Nothing. Okay, we on to the Miro that we all been wanting for. So now here's the thing. Will Tony Khan give CJ Perry a call to come be with her husband and manage him in his company? I would actually like that. That would be cool. They could be the TNT power couple. It's some fun shit you can go with when you think about Lana being fired from the WWE, because God knows ain't nobody picking her up. The woman could barely fucking run the ropes. She wasn't good in the ring at all. She was just a flavor of the month. She's just a perky-breasted blonde, which we all know Vince McMahon loves his perky-breasted blonde bitches. So she does never need to be in the ring as far as a physical concept ever again. Put her with Miro on Dynamite and let them be the TNT power couple, and she should be fine. If she's this good looking that all you fucking simps and marks think she is, she can go into modeling. She can go into anything else. Sky ain't the limit for her. She don't need to be a wrestler no more. She never won a championship. She was never gonna win a championship. She wasn't improving like the rest of you fucking geeks out there are saying. What the fuck are you watching? She doesn't improve. Did we forget that she got put through a table 9 different times after her husband decided to go to AEW? They said, we're gonna bury you on TV, and then I don't know, we're gonna cut you. That 5-year deal, the contract you signed that we was gonna pay you this money, gone. You are cut. Next, we have Alistair Black. We're gonna save Alistair Black for last. Ruby Riot. Ruby Riot was never given a fair fucking chance in the WWE at all. She was there to be made like a fucking loser. Despite the fact, she came to NXT, she got a little hype over in NXT, she really showed that she could wrestle over there. That's when she just, showed her skill and ability. She's not a bad in-ring performer at all. Any company that will give Heidi Lovelace a call right now, she'll be alright. She can go to Shimmer, she can go to Shine, she can go to Ring of Honor, she can go to MLW, she can go to Impact. The girl can go get some work. But the fact is, the most important thing that you gave her was for her to be destroyed by Ronda Rousey in about 2 minutes on a pay-per-view match for the Raw Women's title a couple of years ago, just to have her rematch that, do that same match again, have a more of a physical match, which she still loses. You broke her away from the Riot Squad, from Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan, to do nothing. Then you paired Liv Morgan back up with her to form the Riot Squad again, and you did nothing with it. You did nothing with it. You didn't go ahead and say, okay, we'll give them a tag team championship match, since they're actually one of the only legit fucking tag teams we have that actually makes sense. You didn't do that. Every time Ruby Riot was on TV, it was to fucking lose. And I don't see how they did her like that. She has a great look. She's an interesting look. She don't look like the typical blonde bimbo. She's tatted up, got piercings everywhere. I'm like, she had a great look. And then I remember when she first debuted on the main roster, when her, Sarah Logan, and Liv Morgan debuted on SmackDown, and she was cutting promos. I'm like, this is a different side of her that we didn't get to see in NXT. She really didn't get mic time. The fact that she had a certain charisma about her when she was on the microphone. Her facial expressions, the delivery, I'm like, okay, I can kind of see it. I can see if you give this woman she could be a great heel champion if you give her the chance, but they never did. They never fucking did. You're telling me right now, and she rarely got TV time, Reginald gets more TV time in the women's division than fucking Ruby Riott. That is who is okay with watching this shit. The people who watch this make me sick as much as the people who fucking write this shit. A man gets more TV time being involved in the women's division than your actual women employees. That's fucking sick. Vince McMahon, you are a sick, senile fuck. Oh, it's just sickening how it's just, I don't even know what to say. Excuse me, y'all. I gotta light my blunt for this shit, because this shit is absolutely fucking atrocious when you think about it. Some people don't think about what the fuck they're watching. They'll just take it all in and suck the dick that is rightfully given to them instead of going against, like, hey, something ain't right here. That's the problem with the wrestling fans. They motherfuckers is stupid as fuck. Not this nigga. You ain't getting me. So next, but Ruby Riott can go get some work anyway. I wouldn't be surprised if Tony Khan give her a call, have her fly down there to Jacksonville, and work AEW. She'll bring a nice little edge to that women's division over there. Any women's division she goes to. Next we got Santana Guerra. It was funny, about a week ago, I was just talking to my girlfriend about this woman, about how they can make money from Santana Guerra. She has a look that's amicable to every type of fan that is there. Men would want to bang her, the little girls would want to be her. She looks like a fucking superhero. And she can wrestle. She knows what she's doing when she's in that ring. I don't know if you've seen Santana Guerra work outside of the WWE, because mostly they had her was to get fucking squashed. But instead, if you go back and look at her independent work, the girl can work in the four-cornered circle. She is a good professional wrestler, and they did nothing with her. And I used to go to this woman's Instagram and ask, why aren't you on TV? Why aren't you being utilized? You are a great world-class professional athlete, and you're not being able to do what the fuck you've been hired to do. In other scenarios, she could have visibly asked for her release. And granted, most of these people could have asked for their release. Braun Strowman, I don't think he would ask for his release, because he's a strict WWE type of character. No other company, he won't work in any other type of company. Well, he'll be able to work with those type of matches. I can't think of one 4.5-star Braun Strowman match, even if I fucking tried. But Santana Garrett had all the makings to be the perfect babyface female professional wrestler. She was literally could have been a character you could not boo, and that would easily become beloved because of her tenacity in the ring and her friendly nature to overcome any odds that you set before her. You failed that, WWE. Triple H, what's up, dog? You had an NXT for this long, and the most you could do is feed her to fucking Mercedes Martinez. Then I heard rumors you were supposed to bring her, Vanessa Bourne, and Chelsea Green into groups. Now, it's funny. I just named 3 women who visibly got fired. Vanessa Bourne got fired during the first sentence of firings before this one. Chelsea Green got fired before the sentence before this one. But I'm just really baffled about this shit. You brung back Eva Marie. And collectively, you're telling me Mickie James, Santana Garrett, Chelsea Green, Alistair Black, Samoa Joe, Buddy Murphy aren't worth anything to your company, but Eva Marie is. This is what you trying to tell me. You sent Mickey James ring gear into a fucking trash bag to her. But you put Eva Marie on your payroll. Who the fuck in their right mind will get rid of the 6 name? I would take Braun Strowman over fucking Eva Marie. I don't get who's running this place. That's alright. Santana Guerra has literally worked everywhere. Ring of Honor, Impact, Stardom. She's wrestled in Japan. She's a when I say a world-class professional wrestler, that's what Santana Guerra is. When you have that type of title, that means you're good at what you do. So her going to AEW, I would not be mad at that. I would not be mad at her going to AEW. She's 33 years old. She still has a lot in the tank she can give, and they right now, or she could go back to Impact, because Impact next to WWE has the best women's division right now. Or she could go to like AEW would be cool. I could see that. I could see that going there. She can go anywhere. She's too talented not to get work. She's who in the right mind right now. Tony Khan is laughing his monkey ass off right now at the fucking op that is WWE. I wouldn't say pick all of these people up, but if they're out of a male and a woman, I would choose her of the women that were released to go to AEW and make something of herself. I choose her more than a Ruby Riot. That says something. Next, we have Alistair fucking Black. Know what I'm saying? Now, I thought Alistair Black was awesome. I seen his work as Tommy in the Indies. He has a great look. He can wrestle. He has a very good finishing move. He had a great entrance, great theme music. He can cut a promo. This guy was literally supposed to be a future of the fucking company, but you didn't do shit with him. You didn't do shit with him. Alistair Black's whole main roster run was a waste of fucking time. And then when the man asks, can he go back to NXT? You tell him no. You told him no. We're gonna keep you here. Or look, your wife made an OnlyFans. We're gonna fire her and keep you off TV. So now they decide we're gonna rewrite your character, and then we're gonna cut you. Eva Marie is worth more than Alistair Black. A lot of you motherfuckers don't know. Some people got drafted before Alistair Black. You're telling me if you owned a wrestling company, you were doing a draft, you would draft Dana Brooke before Alistair Black? Are you fucking serious? And it's like he didn't really amount to anything on the main roster. Solid match with Cesaro, cool. Solid match with Buddy Murphy, cool. Little thing with AJ Styles, it's alright. NXT, Extreme Rules match against Adam Cole, TakeOver Philadelphia, fantastic. Match he had with Johnny Gargano, fantastic. Match he had with Velveteen Dream, fantastic. Match with Tommaso Ciampa, fantastic. I don't get it. So Tommy, now here's another thing I heard. I heard Zelina Vega was supposed to be coming back to the WWE. I bet she don't want to come back now, seeing that they fired her husband. What the fuck is she gonna come back for? Who's she gonna manage over there? Who in the fuck is she gonna manage over there? Ain't no reason for her to be there anymore. I wouldn't mind if Zelina Vega go ahead and call Tony Khan up and start managing the Lucha Brothers. Or if Tommy N goes to the motherfucking AEW, to have her be his manager. Switch her character up to something dark and brooding, which I'm pretty sure she can play. She cosplays characters all the time on her goddamn Instagram. Let her get into a character. I really don't know what to say about these releases. Especially Braun Strowman. Braun Strowman looked like he was going to be a WWE lifer. He wouldn't amount to shit, and I'm probably pretty sure he would, but I'm like, at least the man would have a job. I'm thinking, so you're telling me you will keep Tamina Snuka, Dana Brooke, over Alistair Black? You will continue to pay them before you decide to pay Alistair Black. Hold on, let me light up, y'all. This is baffling. And look at this shit. And there's rumors going around that New Japan wants an alliance with these bitches? Fuck no. I also hear it's a rumor that, pardon me, that WWE might be putting themselves up for sale. Who's gonna buy them? If this is true, whoever decides to buy this fucking company, get rid of everybody. Get rid of the creative writers. Get rid of the directors. Get rid of Vince McMahon, his fucking self. And hopefully the people that buy this company know something about professional wrestling and how it's supposed to be done. And maybe we could possibly see a change in all television. And maybe a silver lining into all of this. The cuts, I say the cuts is plain and simple. They can't pay these people. They not using them. Let them go. Let them go. But the people who never got a fair shot, like y'all wasted, what, 5-6 years of Ruby Riot's life to do nothing, to not prosper, to not show that she's a great professional wrestler, to not win championships. You wasted her fucking time. You wasted Santana Garrett's time featuring her in the fucking tournament. She's been all over WWE television before. People who really know professional wrestling know that Santana Garrett is great. And you refuse to do anything with these people. Who's next? Who y'all gonna cut next is the fucking question. Ricochet? Jeff Hardy? Keith Lee? I'm just gonna go with anybody who ain't on television right now. They may have their jobs in fucking jeopardy. They may have a fucking problem here. My kitten's looking weird. Hold on for a second. You alright? Okay, cool. Who that? This fucking clown right here might as well get rid of Bray Wyatt. Then gave his whole gimmick to fucking Alexa Bliss. He let him sit down and let him stay at home and play with JoJo's fat ass, man. He don't need to be there. He don't need to be there. And then, oh my God, then I gotta remember people that they contracts back. Y'all gotta remember, WWE lost Daniel Bryan. Where Daniel Bryan goes, who knows? He's right now the biggest free agent on the fucking market. This guy right here. Daniel Bryan is the biggest free agent right now. I just don't get it. I'm surprised Dolph Ziggler still has a fucking job. Y'all kept Jackson Riker though. Alright. Y'all kept Jackson Riker and rehired Eva Marie. This shit is terrible. This shit is fucking abysmal. I might as well fire this fucking loser too. Humberto Carrillo. Get rid of him too. Y'all haven't gave this guy anything substantial since he's been there. Jeff Hardy. Jeff Hardy, you're being buried because your brother Matt is over on the other opposite team. Go over there with him. That's the last tag team championship you have to win, and you and your brother can retire and live happily ever after. Here's another one. Y'all got rid of Samoa Joe, Alistair Black, and Braun Strowman, but you kept Jinder fucking Mahal. I would take Kalisto, this guy right here, Cassius Ohno, over a fucking Jinder Mahal. It's rumored Kavita Devi says she's actually still with the company. I don't know if she is, but she was listed in that name with Vanessa Bourne and all of them with those releases too. I fear for people now in the WWE. If your ass ain't on television, or I don't know, if they just don't give a shit. If you married to somebody who worked for the op team, your job is in fucking jeopardy. Real talk. Liv Morgan, I think you in fucking jeopardy. Because ain't no way in hell they gonna book you in a singles role knowing this shit. And I like Liv Morgan. Liv Morgan then came up a little bit as far as the in ring has gone. And the fact that her and Ruby Riot were cool, they never got a shot. I fear for her too. But luckily I read something about her. She has a back plan. A back plan for after she's done wrestling. She don't plan on doing this shit her whole life. That's cool. Mark Henry. Mark Henry went to the motherfucking ops team. Showed up at Double or Nothing. What are you tapping me for, kitten? Here, I'll pet you. There you go. Who else we got? Now I see you got me looking through the fucking roster. Mia Yim, you gonna cut her too? She ain't been on TV in months. I know she's with her fiance Keith Lee and all, but I'm pretty sure she wants to get in the ring and fucking wrestle. Mickey James just put out a new single. I called it. It's a video I have previous before this where I mentioned about Mickey James, and I was like, she can go out and make another country album, and she just released a single. She just released a fucking single. Who else y'all gonna cut? Who else I look like potential cut? Naomi, I think you somewhat safe because you married to a Uso, and a Uso is Roman Reigns' cousin. So you may get lucky. Nia Jax still has a fucking job. One of the most unsafest workers in the goddamn company still has a fucking job. But Alistair Black don't. Nikki Cross, I fear for you too. They ain't feature you on television in months. Bring you back for a little bit. I fear for you. Otis, don't even give a fuck about him because you ain't with Tuck and you ain't Heavy Machinery. That was a great tag team and they broke them up. They never ain't gonna fire Randy Orton. Randy Orton gonna retire in the WWE. And no, motherfucker, he's not the best wrestler on the goddamn planet. The fuck up. Who else we got? Rey Mysterio. I really think they do kind of value because you the biggest little man, and as long as you under their banner, you will always be respected. You're one of the only people in the fucking history of the sport that has never been a bad guy. Rey Mysterio has always been a good guy, and he should retire that way. Can't boo Rey Mysterio. Ricochet. Ricochet. I love this guy. He's like the black AJ Styles, and they won't do nothing with him. Just grant him his release too, and let him go back to fucking Japan. Let him go back and wrestle for New Japan. Let him win the IWGP Junior Heavyweight Championship one last time. Then he can bulk up about 10, 15 pounds like Will Ospreay did and fight for the world title. Because I don't get it. It's sad. Roderick Strong, where have you been? You resigned from NXT. I don't know if you just on vacation or something, or you finna show up on the main roster, which means you're finna get fucking buried. Ronda Rousey ain't been in the WWE for the 2 years, and she's pregnant now, finally. Damn, Ruby. That's fucked up, man. That's fucked up. The go Miro punk ass right there. Let me just stop. I actually like Miro. Sami Zayn, I've been fearing for you. And you're great. I didn't think you would be as great as you are as a heel. You are so fucking... Oh, look at Samoa Joe. You let this badass motherfucker right here walk out your company. You decided to fire him. How the fuck do you fail Samoa Joe? How, Sway? How, Sway? I don't think they'll ever get the horsewoman. Shayna Baszler, you're a fucking loser. I ain't got shit to say else to that one. Nakamura. They need to have Nakamura and Roman feud. I think that could be a fun match. How the fuck is Tamina Snuka still employed? Somebody answer me that question. Titus O'Neil, you got a job for eternity just because you're a black man that cooks good food. Titus Catering. I want to try your food too, to be honest with you. I gotta try. There's one thing out of WWE I do want. I gotta try Titus's famous mashed potatoes and meatloaf and shit. I heard the shit bomb down there. I heard y'all that's not getting booked. I gotta sit in catering. Y'all niggas eating good, getting paid, but I know most of y'all want to wrestle. Who else is there? I think I went through the whole roster. Vanessa Bourne released. Never did nothing with it. She wasn't all that good. Nice looking girl, but she really wasn't all that. Velveteen Dream. Patrick Clark. And everything. Once them allegation shits came out on him, despite the fact it was debunked that it wasn't true, and he's a black man, and he was a great character and a solid wrestler. I really think they had something special with him, and they fired him the other day. They said for behavioral issues, whatever the fuck. Y'all kept Akira Tozawa. Why do you even have Akira Tozawa on your payroll? Let him go home in Japan. Y'all ain't doing shit with him either. Mustafa Ali, Chicago's own Mustafa Ali. They don't do shit with this guy either. Can't wait to see Andrade wrestle Kenny Omega for that AAA Mega Championship. 5-star classic right there. Y'all kept Baron Corbin on a fucking payroll though. And Baron Corbin sucks! Don't at me. It's not for debate, discussion, or nothing. But he fucking sucks. And that's it, y'all. Y'all heard me rant on this shit about how I feel. So, I don't know, man. I've been meaning to rant on wrestling for a minute. Now, this was an actual rant because I actually am legit pissed off about this scenario. But if y'all are listening to this, let me know in the comment section what you think about the releases and what's going down. Who's trying to buy WWE? Let me get some other opinions, But anyway, though, like I said, y'all, hit that like button, hit that subscribe for more content, and I got you. I'm SSG Coop, y'all. Top of the morning, everybody. Peace.